Hi, everybody. I'm Angie Hotz. I am a birth doula and a student midwife. I'm in Western Washington, right across the Puget Sound from Seattle. And this morning I spoke with my dear friend, Rebecca Barucki from BexLife.com, and we were talking about doula clients and how to best help them navigate the changing times with COVID-19 and having a baby now during this time when things are in such upheaval and things are changing daily and they're changing rapidly as far as hospital policies, what's allowed, what's not allowed, what supplies the hospitals have, that kind of thing. So beyond that, despite what changes are in place and what you may or may not be allowed to do in the hospital, there are some suggestions that I would like to put forth kind of all in one place that are going to help no matter what. And it's a good place to start, like just to start if you're trying to figure out direction and motivation and to go from here. So I made a list of those things and I'm just going to kind of go through the list. So first and foremost, we are all dealing with this and we're all feeling the same kinds of anxieties, and there's a lot of unknown, including the hospital staff. So really focusing on building connections with the people that you come across, simple things, listening deeply, eye contact, that kind of stuff, which we kind of take for granted, but because people are feeling a lot of anxiety, trying to just find connection, whatever that looks like for you. Focusing on the good things. I know it sounds kind of lame and redundant, but you're still celebrating the birth of your baby. So focusing on that it is joyful, and reminding people, if you need to, that this is the birth of your baby and it is one of the most important days of your entire life and your baby's entire life. So focusing on the joy and reminding people. So I'm really excited for the birth of my baby today. I know it's scary and stressful, but this is important and it's an important day. To remind people to come back to the moment, come back to why we're there and why we're doing the work. So connect with people, focus on the good, use your technology, learn how to use it and use it in the birth space. So things like Zoom, things like FaceTime, whatever messaging you use, because there's going to be limited support and limited people in the room, know how to connect with people that you need outside the room. So I hire a doula, absolutely hire a doula. They're going to help you navigate the birth space, and you can still talk to them through FaceTime or Zoom or however you do it. You can still video conference with them and video chat with them, even if they're not allowed in the room. They can still be there in some way, offering suggestions, offering support, offering what they have. We're all kind of winging it and kind of building the plane as we're flying. But it's being done. The work is being done. Personally, I've had several doula prenatals. I even taught a childbirth class last night through Zoom, and it worked well, and it felt close enough to actual in-person interaction as we could get. So it was good enough, and it's what we've got right now. So learn how to use your tech. Bringing stuff to the hospital, be thinking about making your space home-like and making your space as cozy as possible. Create this bubble. Nurses and doctors and care providers are probably going to be coming into your room with masks and gloves on, and that is it's not very personable, and it can bring fear and anxiety to people. So other things like your own pillow, your own clothing, maybe your own blanket. Bring some LED candles, bring some twinkle lights, bring your Christmas lights if that's what you have in your house and you're not, obviously we all want to stay home, so maybe not shopping, but however you can get these things where you can make your room your sanctuary, your bubble. And when nurses and doctors come in there, they're going to feel that, and they're going to appreciate it too, coming into this space that is lovingly tended to welcome your baby. It will be really important. Make sure you have music, food, plenty of food, because a lot of places are not allowing your support person to leave to go get food. So if you forget something in the car, make sure you're bringing all the things. So be making lists and kind of overpacking. You know, I usually say, well, you're not going to be there for very long, or somebody could bring you things, but that's different now. So make sure you have all the things that you need. Food is going to be so important. Snacks for you and your partner. Make sure you have chargers. As far as shows and videos and that kinds of things, the hospital doesn't always have fast enough streaming internet, so maybe download some things onto your laptop beforehand, but you definitely want some things kind of going in the background. So your Parks and Rec, your Friends, your Office Space, you know, whatever favorite shows that you just kind of have in the background, be thinking about downloading that kind of stuff. Learn to use your phone camera. Your birth photographer is probably not going to be allowed into the room. So what kinds of pictures are you wanting? Like, look at some birth photographers' websites and see what moments are they capturing? What moments do you want to capture? Make lists of that. I was noticing, I put that on my list today because I came across a blog post, a Facebook post of someone saying, like, these are the important things to be taking pictures of that you can do with your phone. So that information's out there, like tutorials on how to do that yourself is out there. So I would start researching that, and know how to use your phone, know how to use that camera. Maybe get a tripod for your camera so you can set it up and have either a remote where you can be taking pictures, or use your GoPro, that kind of stuff. So watch some tutorials on that. Again, hire a doula. You can still have virtual support, and they can help you navigate this stuff. They can help you remember the moments to ask questions, the things like conversations that are happening, and they can see you and see, well, I don't think that I think you have questions. I'm seeing in your face and your body language that you have questions. Now would be a good time to slow things down and ask your questions. Or, you know, you're pushing now, your baby's going to come soon. When your baby comes, that's when we want to talk about delayed cord clamping now and enumerate what that means. And so now's the time to talk about it. But a doula is going to help you remember those times and those moments. There are a couple of books that are good. The one that comes to mind in particular is The Birth Partner. So your main partner, the point of hiring a doula is a lot of it is so the partner doesn't have to remember all the things, and the doula can help guide in person. Now, granted, the doula can still do that through the computer, through your phone, through FaceTime, through Zoom, whatever. They can still do that, but having a book there with you is going to be helpful too. So things like The Birth Partner, it would be a good place to go. It would be a good place to start for, like, knowing how to support, how to do double hip squeezes, how to do sacral back pressure, you know. But that kind of stuff you can also talk to with your doula through FaceTime, through these you know, the prenatal visits. Okay, so those are the things that I have for now. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know how you're doing, where you're at, as far as, like, in the country or in the world, where you are, what the hospitals and birth center, what the climate's like for you. And it's changing daily, and it's changing rapidly. So we're winging it, but I would love to help you, and I would love to answer questions. And go check out the video at Beck's Life. We talked a little bit about this kind of stuff earlier. So check that out too, and take care. Be well. You're loved. You've got this. Bye.